Hello guys, it's me again, Prince or Lawrence, you can call me any one of those. So, I've noticed that the game Grow a Garden has been getting a comeback recently. From basically dead to back to about 100,000 players. And so I decided to make a little guide for the actual update itself. So here's what you need to know about the Easter update. I'm a little late on this because there are some stuff that I also have to do, some other videos that I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to do my best. Anyway, let's start it. So first off, since you probably have not played the game in a while, there is the normal restock up here, and then you can purchase it with ads. Of course, I'm not gonna click on that ad for now because that might be a little buggy for me. So there's some new seeds like the sunflower right here, which is, by the way, different from the sunflower from the bee event. So also the orange tulip seed is gone, or not really technically gone, but it's out of the seed shop. It's replaced with the buttercup seed. If you go down here, there's some other fruits. There are the new little, like, transcendent in the actual seed shop: Crimson Thorn, Zebra Zinkle, Octobloom, Alien Apple, and a limited one. So this is going to be an overview of not just the Easter update, but everything you have probably missed from the game. So you probably have noticed this little board right here. It shows you what the best things that were on stock or are on stock, and the weather as well. So this one says here rain, and then that thing right there. Of course, there's some other stuff like the Easter stuff. There's still no new eggs and stuff, and there's that trading kind of plaza. You can enter this portal by clicking on that. I'm not gonna go too much in depth on that. There's also these garden coins which you can buy with Robux 1-to-1. There's a new season pass, which if you've not been updated about, there are just a bunch of season passes throughout the month before this. You can also just buy the actual thing. Also, I'm just crafting here, don't really need to deal with all of that. So let's start with the main gimmick. These seeds right here. So let's just say, hold on, let me bring out these seeds. You can click on this right here, Easter, or show Easter, hide Easter, whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the carrot seed. Of course, you'll have about, the first thing you need to know about is these things, the coins down here. They're called chocolate coins, and have a good amount of them, and they buy these seeds right here. So let's just purchase a couple. There might be a little internet issue here, but it's okay. So you purchase these. There are things here. There's the candy carrot, Easter candy carrot. There is the Easter chocolate berries, and there's just a couple things. Easter gumball, some more stuff, licorice. Oh, can't buy that. Oh, okay, clicked on it on accident. So there is chocolate sprinklers. So There is the Easter super, yeah, whatever. Coconuts. This is basically like different versions of the actual things itself. Gummy cactus and the gummy bear. I'll be talking about the pets later on. There's the lemon, Easter, yeah, and the prismatic, the egg fruit. Now I'll probably be showing these. I don't like, yeah. So let's see how we can get these coins. So you get these coins by planting it in this new Easter garden, which you can go here. There's simply either this sign right here, you click, then you click on the button to go to the Easter garden, or the Easter like type of the garden, and of course the thing where you change your garden. My plants are a little too big to show this because they kind of covered it up, but you can see it. I'm gonna take a look at it in another plot right here. As you can see, this is what I'm talking about. You can click on this. There should be an interactable thing there if you go to an actual plot of your own. Click on it and go to, it has a pink outline, unlike the brown ones for the normal plots. So this is how it works basically. Let's go to an empty side here. So you plant a bunch of stuff. You probably will get only one here. You wait for this to grow. I'm just gonna plant multiple of them. And if you grab one, this is probably the first thing you're gonna get because it's the only thing you can basically afford. You click on sell here. I'm just gonna go with one item here. As you can see, it gives you some coins. You can sell all of the things you have for the top option here, number 1. I want to sell all these, and I guess I have nothing in my inventory. I don't really remember all that. But yeah, I do have a lot of things in here. There's some stuff here, as you can see, like the normal items. You could just favorite them. They're basically normal items, and the hide Easter option barely works because it's still so you can find them by scrolling normally, but it's probably a lot easier to find, as you can see. Oh, I keep scrolling past it. There we go. See? You can see it there that it's there anyway, but I think, yeah, it's just there to sort your items. You can get these pets, but you can actually not use any pets in this garden here. So let me just grab a couple of these. I'm just not gonna grab my other plants because I'm kind of not dealing with that right now. I'm not doing that. And you could just sell all of them. There you go. You could get a lot more of these with a size boost and mutations as well. You could get these with a chocolate sprinkler, as I mentioned earlier, or some other sprinklers that you may have. Some other things that you can find here is this Easter egg hunt, and in fact, it's available to start right now. This is how it works. You click on this to start the actual Easter egg hunt, and you find eggs around the map. They're in a pretty like easy spot if you memorize them or like know where they usually are. So usually they're behind this sign right here. Sometimes it can be there, sometimes it can't be. Also, it's on top of this as well. So these are just some spots, and they can be all around this side here, so you should probably get going running around these, trying to grab the things around these sides, because they're gonna be mostly here. Not much on the other side, mostly here. I'll be showing you some of the spots that it can be in, but it's just mostly these side corners here. Now don't worry, they won't spawn inside of the gardens, barely any beside the gardens at all. Maybe at the front and around here. There's also like a couple down here, probably behind the stalls, like this. And also, don't get surprised if you're missing one or a couple, because there might be one up here. And as you can see, there's none up here for now, but sometimes there is, so you better be careful of that. It's not always. You should probably check them anyway, because it's a pretty good thing to check out. See, there's one in corners, so you better look carefully, because if you miss them, you have to go around again if you don't know where they are. Though, and they are in predictable spots, but it's still kind of diverse, because of course the side on the map is pretty big. And you can get rewards and stuff for this. As you can see, I completed it. As for that sound, and we click on this again to get closer to it, and here it is. It starts a 15-minute timer, and these are the rewards that you can get. It's as simple as that. There's basically just a little thing where you get stuff just for hunting eggs every 15 minutes. By the way, it resets every time you log in or complete the thing. There's also a couple things here. There's the angry plant that you may remember from the other event. So, why is it glitchy like this? Whatever. So, you need to feed them specific plants like this. 7 kg chalk. By the way, the chalk is not something like, it's just a mutation here of a melon. I can't really collect any of my plants right now. It's kind of important, so I can't really show you what that does. I'm just gonna explain it. So you go right there, you feed it to him. He eats it, and it disappears from your inventory, and you get one of the seed packs. You see. So it's called Easter seed pack. I don't know if I have any. I don't remember having any. So yeah, better check that out. There's also this where you sell stuff you may not notice from here, as you can see. And the final one is the golden Easter eggs. They reset every about 8 hours. They are here for, yeah, they're quite expensive. Also, they start at 25k, then double. 25, 50, 100, 200, 400, 800, million, 600, and so on. So they basically double every time. So yeah, there's some cool things about this update, and it's kind of cool how it just brought back the old vibes of Grow a Garden. Also, if you've not seen this, this is the Ascension shop. I've gone through this like a couple of minutes ago, and as you can see, you can ascend. It doesn't cost that much actual money. It starts probably like 1 trillion or so, don't remember. Then it just keeps growing. Then you get these garden coins down here, as you can see. So these are the garden coins that you get, and these are the tree tokens. The tree tokens are used for the plaza, as I showed you earlier. The garden coins, on the other hand, are used for this. There's the shop, the Ascension shop, or whatever it's called. So you get slots, like save slots, the amount of egg slots you can put down, and pet inventory. There's some other stuff. There's the cosmetics, this, and then a couple fences. Like side fences, just for cosmetics, really. Yeah. tips and tricks for the Easter update. You would like to use sprinklers if you want to get a lot of these, because they give a lot if they're mutated and multiplied in size. Also, the licorice is one of the best ones for early game, for you getting your first 500, because it doubles your money. Plus mutations and size would be kind of crazy. It doesn't really actually double the amount of money you have, but it doubles the amount that you spent on it, per se. Of course it costs 500, but I don't really know if I can show that as of now, because I don't know if it restocked. Yeah, it did not restock, but I'm gonna grab this anyway. Chocolate sprinkler cost 120. This guy cost 500, and yeah. So some early game tips. Also, the berries are barely worth it. That's based on experience, so these berries are not the best. They take up a whole lot of your garden and they barely give you any. So, better off with the carrots, I'm not even gonna lie. Because you buy them for 50 and they barely give you anything. The carrots literally double what you spend them for. So, yeah. That's gonna be it for this entire update. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And if there's any other updates of Grow a Garden, I'll be covering it. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.